right, we're going through the Badlands, second attempt. We got a rescue to come up the big hill. Car's still behind us. Both tires are flat. The trailer's winched down. We got about probably 20 some miles to go to get this baby back to our garage, and then we'll do a thorough look over and clean up. I don't know if I'll do that tonight. It is a nice day out. It's supposed to be 100 in the next 5 days. So look at all the people here yet. We're in August 20th of 2023, Badlands National Park, Badlands, South Dakota. Doing a rescue. I don't know if it's a rescue when you trailer it, so it might just be a tow job. So, all right, let's look at the scenery. Pretty nice place. All right, Badlands rebuild, our second attempt. We got this 58 Delray. We got her home. We end up trailing her, as you see in the video. We trailered her home. Now we're just going to give her a little bit of a bath here. I put one tire that holds air on this side. Now we're going to clean her up and see what she looks like. Under the hood's pretty good. The last video we had some haters about not finding spark. We sat down there for a while and we realized we didn't have a spark, so we just thought we'd bring her home. That way we get her in the shop here, or in the garage, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's a good look at it. 58 Delray. I bet she's pretty original. I don't know. I seen somebody say that a 58 Impala is original. I think this thing's pretty original. All the way down to the inside. There's no radio in this thing. It did not come with a radio, or it did, the speaker things up there, but no radio. Started to clean a little bit on here. Seats need done. Doors won't open, but we got them to work. They're still a little sticky, but. So yeah, in this video, I'm just gonna give her a little, just a rinse off here, maybe in here, clean this up a little bit. I want to get her in the garage, but I want to make sure there's no mice or snakes in this car. It was sitting out in the Badlands, so boy, she's a pretty car. Had a few comments on the last video that I won't let these two guys work on nothing, this and that, and it is what it is, and I've done a lot of work on cars. I'm not a professional, but it's kind of a hobby. If you want to make a bad comment, that's fine, you know what I mean? Until you walk in this and go out there and deal with 50 wasps, 1,000 mosquitoes, 100-degree weather, then you can talk, all right? But it is what it is. This car's trailered to the house. Still looking for a 14-inch tire. I only had one at my place. Kind of hard to come by. Even the tire guy didn't have any. He had just trailer tires, but she's a good roller and she cranks over and everything. So let's give her a bath. All right, rebuilds. I pulled the back seat out. Oh, we got a little mice problem in here. I hope there's none in here yet, but I'm gonna clean this all up. The back of the seat. There's some pretty good chunks of stuff in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back seat off and see if I can go through the trunk and get the trunk popped open. So I don't really want to drill the lock out. Hopefully, I don't know if this bolts down in there or it just clips. I think it just clips in like that and that. We'll pop this puppy out and we'll look at the trunk. Well, hopefully there's a spare in there because we got one bad tire, and we'll get the spare out and we'll make her work. All right, I pulled the back seat back off. Oh, there's a little bit of chewing up in there, but not too bad. This looks a lot better. I can see all the way to the trunk. So I'm gonna vacuum this out and I'm gonna climb all the way in there and release that trunk with that back. Holy smokes, that looks pretty good back in there. I'll hose this all out and clean it all up. Light bulbs down here. Just get right up in there right now. Oh, all right, well, we'll keep you updated. I already did the floors a little bit. I'll vacuum it and clean it, and we'll go from there. It looks clean in the trunk. All right, I'm gonna pop this trunk. I'm gonna try climbing through. I actually cleaned the car out really good. I'm gonna climb through the trunk and see if I can get this open. It hasn't been open for a while. Maybe there's a surprise in there. Jimmy Hoffa. Is it Jimmy Hoffa they're missing? We'll go find out. So hopefully I'll get it popped. I hope there's no mice in here. No rattlesnakes. It's kind of a small little area to squeeze my fat booty through here. This could kill me at any time. So I'm gonna wedge my ass through here, and I'll see you on the other side. Hold on. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I'm fat. I ain't gonna get it. I'm too fat. All right. know, it's kind of bent right here. That thing's kind of bent. Maybe that's the problem. All right, I'm out. I gotta clean this. Pretty clean trunk for an old car. Look it up in there. The thing's still in there. All right, I scooched my booty through that little crack right there, and I got the trunk open. Look at the trunk. Holy buckets. That's in good shape, dudes. Still got the spare tire thing in there. All the rubber's good. The mat looks good. I'm gonna hose it out real good. There is a hole where there's no spare tire. There's a spot for it in the hole, no jack. But here's access to the bulbs. I don't know, the latch is kind of wanky. It works, but I don't know if it's bent or it needs to be oiled up, but I guess the guy can always pull it off from the inside and rework it and make sure it works. But there you have it. Trunk is open, looking sharp. Back seats are out. This is a nice car, dudes. This is a pretty original car. Floors are all good, the mats are all good. That back's kind of scuzzed up. I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna hose her out a little bit better, and yeah, we'll go from there. Boy, she's pretty good looker here. Good looker for 58. How old's 58? Oh shoot, that's 65 years old, 64 years old. I mean, the mat's kind of separating a little bit when you lift it up, but underneath the mat is good. It looks pretty good. There's no rust on this car on the inside. Looks like it was heavily, I don't know what that crap is back in the day. They smeared some heavy sealer on that crud. And it's even got a cover. I think this cover goes, I'm sure this goes over the spare tire side, like down in here. I suppose that covers up the spare on that when you're on the road. Ah, nifty. My fingers in the way. Cool. Haters out there, this is Badlands Rebuild, version number 2. We got the old 58 home. Guess what? All your comments about the points, you were right, but we kind of figured that. The main mechanic over here in our local town stopped by to use my tire machine. He gave me a tip. The coil was wired backwards. We messed around with it a little bit, put a little gas down the throat. We're unhooking it here. By golly, I think she's gonna run. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna take our spray bottle of gas, which we know is gas. We're just gonna put just a smidge down here. We don't have no gas lines hooked up. No gas lines, all right? Well, this is just to see if it'll start and run, right? We're gonna get the belly of it going here. Get the beast fired up. Now keep your eyes on it and see if she fires up. Back here and look at the stuff flying off the back. We might have a few dead rats in the exhaust, but we'll put a little more on there and see what she does. Usually I like to put like a 40-to-1 mix in here just so it, I think this thing's pretty good shape though. I don't know how you fill the bowl in this up or choke it, but we don't have no gas hooked up. We're just trying to bottle feed a little bit to get the feel if it's going to run. So let's start it again, see what happens. That was short-lived. I think the cable's loose. Maybe we blew it up. It's always something. She does start and run a little bit. We don't have no gas hooked up. Maybe I'll dump a little bit more gas in it and try it again. I'm probably not getting enough in it. But next step will be we'll probably hook the bulk tank up to the fuel pump and see if we can suck fuel up to the main line. If we can do that, it should run, should run an idle. Woo! That's plenty. stand back. We got ether, we got gas. If it blows up, the water hose is over there, which I need to shut off. I don't think so. Okay, that's good. We're gonna break here. Now we're gonna hook the tank up and we'll see if we can get her to run on her own. That was just half a ounce or two of gas in there. Run it through a little bit. She spit out a lot of debris out the back. So we'll do that and we'll cut and we'll come back. Okay, we're hooking up our boat tank. Got a little pumper here. We're gonna pump a little air in it. Pump it to the fuel pump. We unhooked it up there. Oh, gas is coming out. That's good. So look, we got gas up there. So we're gonna crank it over. We're gonna see if this fuel pump works. So Reese, you come here and hold this. And then I don't know if I need to start it or not. I might be able just to crank it over and it might shoot, you know what I mean? I might just put a little down thing just so we get a big old explosion. Just to see if it might need to run a little bit. You're looking at this right here.
No, I thought you wanted to talk about that sediment.
Oh, we will, but we're looking right up here. So if hopefully it shoots out, that means that's working, and then we'll hook it up and it probably will run. Maybe run.
Yep.
So that's a big bonus. The fuel pump looks good. So now we're just gonna hook this up and then we're gonna try to start it again.
Yeah, I shot a lot of gas out.
Yeah, that's good though. Hopefully the carburetor work in the working position, but we'll stick a little in there and then we'll crank, we'll do like we did before. And hopefully it'll suck that gas up in there enough to where it'll run on its own. I don't know how good it'll run because it might need plugs and all kinds of goodies, but that's good, the fuel pump, because that's a weird looking fuel pump. It's got a sediment bowl in it, so you're gonna hold that. I don't know if I need to prime it because I think we have a little primer in there. All right, here we go. You ready, Reese?
Mm-hmm.
We're leaking a little bit of gas. She's idling. Might need a filter in it, but she runs. What do you think of that? There's a lot of haters out there. Hate me because you hate me. Sounds like a diesel. Look at that. Dripping a little gas. Turn her up a smidge. Where's that coming from? Where I loosened that, you think? Geez, that is way out. I don't know why that's like sticking out a mile. Oh, I killed her. She might need a carb kit, you know what I mean? But for the most part, where'd that wrench fall? I heard it fall. Did it fly away? Keep videoing. We had a 1/2-inch wrench.
Did it fall away?
I heard it go somewhere. Okay, but let's try starting it again. Boy, she really smoothed out, didn't she? Probably hit the bottom. She really smoothed out once it started. Sounded pretty good. I mean, that's idling. So let's run her again and see. Look at that positive cable read. It's gonna be hot. You got it?
I think so.
take care of something. Sounds a little noisy, but that sounds pretty good right there. I'll be damned. You got a gas leak, me taking that off. Heard the wrench fly around somewhere. You find me that wrench. Should we see if the alternator and generator works? Oldest trick in the book on these old cars is if your alternator or generator works, you should be able to pull positive off right down here. If I take this off, the car shuts off, it's usually bad. That tells me that the generator is charging, should be working. Basically, this car you can start up, pull the battery out, and drive it until it shuts off. So we're going to let her run a little bit, warm up a little bit. Should I see if it'll move? She'll move back and forth. We've got the tank hooked up. We're going to see if she'll go in forward. I know we got kind of brakes. Let's see if she'll move. Everybody out there you go. 1958 Delray. It's a nice car. If you're looking to buy this car, hit me up. It's probably for sale. We're probably gonna just, we pulled the seats out, the backs. It's a really clean old car. If you're looking to buy a car, hit me up for a price. It's not really my car. I'm working on it for somebody. Let us know what you think it's worth. I'm sure it's worth a little bit because it's pretty cool.